In today's quick reference guide, I'm going to cover why it's important to change air filters when going from dry to wet jobs, the importance of the float inside of the cartridge, and how to swap a typical Craftsman shop-vac paper filter to a wet-rated sponge filter. Let's go. When you switch between wet and dry jobs without changing the filter, you risk serious problems for the motor and the vacuum itself. Paper filters, which are meant for dry debris, are not designed to get wet. If you try to vacuum up water or damp debris with a paper filter installed, the filter quickly becomes saturated. Once that happens, airflow drops dramatically because the paper is clogged with moisture. Reduced airflow means the vacuum motor is working harder than it's designed to, which can lead to overheating, reduced suction, and even permanent motor damage. Conversely, if you use a sponge or a wet-rated filter when vacuuming up dry debris like fine dust or sawdust, the filter may handle the material, but because sponge filters are coarser than paper, over time that dust can accumulate inside the motor or other internal components, causing wear, clogging, and reduced efficiency as well. It's also wise to be using vacuum bags when you're dry vacuuming, but certainly not when wet vacuuming. Swapping for the sponge or wet-rated sleeve is easy. Just remove the paper filter and slip the wet-rated filter like this one over the cartridge. Now, an important point. Inside this cartridge, you should see a freely moving float like this. Mine is this black cylinder shape. This is a safety feature. When you're using it as a wet vac, it will shut off the motor when the water reaches a certain height. This is to prevent water damage to the motor. Some videos have people attaching this somehow to the top of the cartridge, and I'm going to assume that's to bypass this safety feature, but you would only do this if you were needing to continuously vacuum out water, and one, you know what you're doing, and two, you have somewhere other than inside of the bucket for the water to go. Otherwise, you're risking injury and damage to the shop vac if this thing is just full of water and you just keep filling it up. So my best advice is to don't do that, just leave the float inside this cartridge alone. So in short, the vacuum relies on proper airflow. The wrong filter disrupts that airflow either by clogging it or letting fine debris through it, both of which shorten the vacuum's life and compromise performance. Hope this was helpful. Reach out anytime with questions or concerns, and have a great day.